welcome to Mars Musings of this week. I really want to speak about the topic of women coming together. I have recently started coaching groups of women who are setting up businesses, projects together, and it's absolutely incredible to have women who are fully in their purpose, aligned with what they want to put into the world, putting that out and coming into a group together to share their gifts with the world. It's been absolutely incredible to witness the transformation we can go through. And what I really talk about here is that when you bring different women who are aligned with their gifts, so let's say someone who's really working on design, or someone who's really aligned with their talents around website creation, or someone who's really aligned with their talents around project management, or fundraising, or all these different other aspects, sales, marketing, and each of them is in their full power. When you put them together into a team, into a project to start a business, it is absolutely incredible to see the growth, the exponential explosion of what can happen. And that comes because everyone's in alignment, everyone knows what their gifts are, they're in their track, and they're bringing that into the project. So what I'm really talking about here is the next phase of the work I've been doing, of working with individuals who are really aligning with their gifts, putting their work out into the world, and then bringing a group of those individuals together to amplify that into projects and businesses that have huge impacts. And these are driven by their values and really making a difference in the world. And I've had the absolute honor of working with incredible women recently who are really in that part of their phase, where they're putting these projects together, working together to amplify that work and putting it out to the world. And so what I want to say about this is, let's take a step back and really see, okay, can we get into our gifts? Can we get into our purpose so that when we are there, we can then amplify those positions either in our project or offer them into different groups, into different projects, let's say, so our individual projects or part of a collective, and then that collective can have another impact. And that's really about seeing the power of women coming together, well, men as well, but here I'm really talking about women and women's projects I've been supporting, coming together and collectively working together to put this into the world. And the beauty of that is that it works in a phase of like the energy working together, the woman, the feminine, and yet the structure coming into place. So I would say, if you are looking at a project, if you are looking at starting one, really work with the people who are at their best in that field, who are in full alignment, that you can really resonate with, and you've seen, wow, they've done this impact, wow, they've put this work into the world, so that then we can bring that group together to make the next step in the phase of what you want to put out there. And it really takes a lot to build projects, I know that. And sometimes when we're alone, working at home, it really makes sense to come to a group with others, to get motivated together, and then to amplify that work together to bring that to the next phase. So I hope this encourages you, number one, to find your place within your purpose work and your alignment, and number two, to find a group maybe of a project that you want to be part of that really amplifies you, because a lot of times we can get inspired and also elevate our work together. And number three, to really trust collaboration, to really trust the power of a group, of an organism, and really working with others. And when we feel comfortable in that, that's when everything can really expand to the next level and we can have this impact in the world. And I'm hoping, this is my dream, that more and more businesses, projects that have impact run by women can really change the trajectory of what we're doing in the world, that they're not only profit maximizing, but looking at other aspects, for example, like B Corps, or many different ways of measuring, where we're also having a social impact and a different bottom line, the triple bottom line, not just looking at profits, but really looking at what we can do in the world, how we can change things, and how we can really impact the world in a positive way as we're going forward, not only with what we're creating, but also what we are making together. And really that comes through being with like-minded people where you can collaborate, especially these women I've been working with, have just been so beautiful, and putting that work out into the world. So I'm wishing that more of these projects can be born. If you have one, I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear about your impact. I'd love to hear how you're going. I've had the absolute honor in working also with a dear friend, Andrea, to really coach teams and projects around this and really support them to elevating to the next level and birthing their work into the world. And working with other groups of women as well. So it's really just inspiring me to share around this and to really find your tribe, find where you can be at your best and where you can share your gifts with the world. Please keep sharing messages with me. I'd love to hear from you. Let's keep growing and sharing, and let's make sure these projects all see the day of light, get the funding they need, and really make it out there to make that difference.